Before we begin, take a moment to get comfortable. Let your arms go heavy, your breath slow. And as you listen, feel free to leave a comment sharing what time it is, where you are, and what city or village you're listening from. It's love to know. And if you'd like more quiet stories like this one, don't forget to subscribe so they gently appear when you need them most. Now, let's begin. Earth is alive in ways that are not always seen. It does not simply spin in silence, nor does it merely carry us through space. It breathes, not as lungs do, but as a planet does, slowly, rhythmically, through forests and oceans, through air and soil, through the balance of gases that make the sky a home for life. The night is quiet, and the breath continues. The breath of forests are lungs of the land. Each tree rises like a column, crowned in leaves that spread wide. During the day, they take in carbon dioxide, pulling it deep into their hidden chemistry. With sunlight as their guide, they transform it into sugars, into the quiet substance of growth. In return, they release oxygen, not loudly, but invisibly, as though sighing into the air. Millions of trees, stretching across continents, form a chorus of breath. They are unhurried. Each leaf opens, each pore exhales, and the atmosphere changes gently, moment by moment. The night is quiet, and the breath continues. The breath of oceans, the oceans to inhale and exhale. Currents stir their surfaces. Winds draw gases in. Waves fold oxygen downward. Copic organisms, microscopic yet countless, drift in the sunlit layers. They too breathe. Phytoplankton dash the drifting plants of the sea, create much of the world's oxygen. They shimmer unseen, their work silent. Like forests, they take in carbon, release oxygen, and give balance to the world. The ocean does not roar with this breath. It whispers. Its exhale is steady, its rhythm endless. It hums beneath the waves, softly repeating. The night is quiet, and the breath continues. The shared rhythm together. Forests and oceans move carbon and oxygen in a circle. What one releases, another receives. What is taken in is given back. This cycle is not quick. It is not rushed. It is patient, woven over millions of years. The planet itself is like a chest, rising and falling. It does not need lungs. Its forests and seas perform the same role. Each part contributes. Each part connects. The night is quiet, and the breath continues. Breathing as balanced breath is balance. Without it, heat would build, air would thicken, life would stumble. The quiet work of forest and oceans holds the world steady. Invisible exchanges of gas become the foundation of life. Each breath of a forest, each sigh of the sea, is balance maintained. Every molecule shifted is a note in the planet's harmony. It is not perfect, but it is constant, and constancy is its strength. The night is quiet, and the breath continues. Breath across time. This planetary breath has continued for eons, long before humans, before mammals, before even trees themselves. The planet breathed. Ancient seas, filled with simple life, were the first to exhale oxygen. They changed the sky, turning it from thin veil to life-giving blanket. That blanket remains. We breathe it each moment. It is the product of billions of years of quiet work. The earth has always exhaled. We live within its sigh. The night is quiet, and the breath continues. The whisper of soil leaving. The soil breathes. Beneath fallen leaves, beneath grasses and roots, microbes stir. They take in oxygen, release carbon dioxide. The earth beneath us is not inert. It is alive with respiration. When rain falls, when warmth seeps in, soil exhales more strongly. When frost covers it, the breath slows, but it never stops. Even under snow, the soil hums faintly, carrying its part in the cycle. The night is quiet, and the breath continues. Breath in our lives. Every breath we take is shared with the earth. The oxygen in lungs was once inside a leaf. The carbon exhaled may soon be drawn into a tree. We are not separate from the cycle. We are part of it. To breathe is to join the rhythm of forests and seas. Our lungs mirror their exchange. We inhale what they exhale. We exhale what they inhale. It is a dialogue older than words, older than humanity itself. The night is quiet, and the breath continues. The night's breath, that night. Forests do not stop. They shift. Without sunlight, they take in oxygen, release carbon dioxide, yet the balance endures for oceans and plants elsewhere continue their work. Even in darkness, the world breathes. It never halts. Its inhale and exhale span time zones, continents, oceans. Somewhere, always, life is giving breath back. The night is quiet, and the breath continues. A planet that never tires, and like lungs, the earth never tires. Its forests may fall, its seas may change, but the cycle continues. Other systems rise, other organisms join. Breath is not tied to any single form. It is woven into life itself. The planet's sigh is not fragile, but enduring. It may shift, it may tremble, but it does not vanish. It waits, always. The night is quiet, and the breath continues. The bridge ahead, the breath of earth, reminds us of connection. But breath is not its only rhythm. Above forest and seas, another cycle moves. Clouds form, winds drift, currents of air circle the globe. As earth breathes in silence, it also flows in silence. Visible rivers of air-shaped weather carry storms, bind continents together. The night is quiet, and the breath continues. But above the breath, the air itself begins to move. The oceans are the earth's great mirror. They cover most of the surface, stretching wide, far beyond horizon, wrapping the planet in flowing silence. 2/3 of Earth is water, seen from space. Our home is not a pale blue dot by accident. It is an ocean world, cradled in liquid reflection. The night is quiet, and the oceans breathe in silver. The vastness of water stand at any shore, and vision is filled with water. The sea does not end at eyesight, Kate, vanishing into sky, okay? Its scale is beyond measure. Beneath that surface, depths stretch farther still. The Mariana Trench sinks deeper than Everest rises. A hidden valley of pressure, dark, unyielding. And yet, even there, life persists. The oceans are not only vast in width, but vast in depth, layer upon layer, descending into silence. The night is quiet, and the silence deepens. The layers of light sunlight touches only the upper skin. The top layer, the sunlit zone, glows with shifting color. Here, corals rise, fish flicker, waves scatter rainbows, up, but descend, and light fades. Blue persists longest, then fades too. The twilight zone follows. Dim, half-lit, a place of shadows. Life adjusts, large eyes, gentle movements, and deeper still lies midnight. No sunlight ever enters. Darkness is total, but not empty. For here, life creates its own glow. The night is quiet, and lanterns appear in the dark. The glow of bioluminescence, sin, the ocean's blackness. Creatures light themselves. Jellies pulse with ghostly blue. Fish carry lanterns on delicate stems. A tiny plankton spark when disturbed, a galaxy stirred by motion. This glow is not fire, not flame. It is chemistry, luciferin and oxygen, enzymes in light. The sea has learned to write with its own ink of glow. The lights are used for many things, to lure, to warn, to confuse, to attract. But above all, they show that even in silence, life shines. The night is quiet, and the glow continues. Currents as hidden rivers beneath. The surface water is not still. It moves in rivers, currents that circle the globe. The Gulf Stream carries warmth from tropics to poles. The Antarctic circumpolar current wraps around the Southern Ocean, endless, unbroken. These rivers are invisible, but strong. They guide. Whether they shape climate, they connect oceans together into one body. They move slowly, patiently, like the breath of the planet itself. The night is quiet, and the currents flow unseen, sound in the silence. Though the sea looks silent, it hums. Whales sing, their voices traveling hundreds of miles. Clicks and pulses fill the deep. Shrimp snap, creating cracks like sparks to human ears. Above the ocean seems mute, but within it is an orchestra. Its music is slow, long, carried by density of water. Each note lingers, folded into distance. The night is quiet, and the sea still sings. The surface as a mirror at night, the ocean reflects sky. Stars scatter across water, rippling with waves. The moon paints a silver path, a trembling road of light leading outward. To gaze across this reflection is to see two heavens at once, one above, one below. Both endless, both soft, both carrying silence. The night is quiet, and the ocean holds. The sky life at every depth from shore to trench. The ocean is alive. Near the surface, kelp forests sway, anchored yet flowing. Schools of fish move like single beings, glittering in rhythm. Deeper, squid hover in shadows, giant and small. The abyss, tube worms thrive near vents, feeding not on sunlight, but on chemicals rising from earth. Life finds ways, always. Every depth, every pressure has its forms. The night is quiet, and life endures. Oxygen from the sea, the ocean, breathes, too. Through its plankton, through its photosynthetic drifters, it creates much of the air we breathe, invisible, yet essential. Every second lungful is a gift of the sea. We rarely think of it, we rarely pause, but the ocean's glow is not only visible, just chemical. It is life-giving. The night is quiet, and the ocean exhales. The patience of water is patient. It erodes rock, carves canyons, shapes coasts. Its patience is measured in centuries, millennia. The cliffs crumble, the beaches shift, the islands grow and fade. Every wave is small, but endless. Each one contributes. Together they sculpt the planet. The night is quiet, and the waves continue. The dream beneath the moon, the ocean does not sleep. It drifts. Its tides follow the moon, rising, falling, returning again. Its currents carry warmth and salt. Its creatures glow, sing, move in silence. It is a dream made liquid, a dream that continues whether we watch or not. The ocean is a memory, older than land, older than trees. It was cradle of life, and still it nurtures. The night is quiet, and the dream continues. Bridge toward the mountains, but the ocean does not end the story. Beyond its shore, land rises. Peaks lift from the sea, mountains carved by tectonic drift. They too move slowly, silently, as the growth mirrors the patience of water. From the quiet glow of oceans, we turn toward stone, toward mountains that grow while we sleep. The night is quiet, and the journey continues. Asterisk mountains stand as if they have always been, their silhouettes cut into the sky. Their ridges hold snow like crowns. Their slopes carry fords and rivers down into valleys. To look upon them is to see permanence, to believe they have always been what they are. And yet, mountains grow. Not quickly, not within a single life, but with patience that belongs to the planet itself. The night is quiet, and the mountains continue their climb. The slow rise beneath the surface. The earth does not rest. Its crust floats on molten mantle, slabs of rock drifting like rafts on a hidden sea. Where they collide, They press upward, pushing land into peaks. The Himalayas rise from such a meeting, where India presses into Asia. Every year, they lift by millimeters, so small, yet unbroken, so steady that over millions of years Everest itself emerged. The night is quiet, and the rise continues. Rocks that bend and break stone is thought of as rigid, but under pressure, it bends. It folds like cloth. It twists into ridges. When the pressure is too great, it fractures. Fault lines mark the breaks. Valleys sink. Cliffs form. The mountains are archives of this strain. Each ridge, each jagged edge, is a memory of pressure. A story written in rock dot. The night is quiet, and the rock remembers. The patience of time no mountain grows in haste. Their building is measured not in decades, not even in centuries, but in spans so vast that human history is but a blink. Empires rise and fall, while a mountain gains only centimeters. Languages are born and forgotten, while a peak lifts by meters. This patience is their essence. They do not hurry, okay? They simply endure, letting gravity, pressure, and time do their quiet work. The night is quiet, and patience endures. Snow and silence sat their summits. Mountains meet the sky. Air thins, wind sharpens, snow settles. Snow reflects moonlight, turning peaks into glowing beacons. Under starlight, their slopes shimmer. Their silence deepens. No bird sings there. No tree grows. It's only rock, snow, and the thin whisper of wind. And in that silence, mountains keep their vigil. The night is quiet, and the snow glows softly. Mountains, as sculptors, though they grow, mountains also erode. Rain carves valleys. Glaciers grind rock into dust. Rivers carry pieces of peaks down into plains. The same forces that lift them also shape them. They are sculptors of themselves, always changing, always remaking. Erosion does not undo growth. It balances it. The mountain is never finished, never complete. It's always becoming. The night is quiet, and becoming continues. Mountains is memory every layer of rock within a mountain record's time also lie folded into cliffs. Seashells rest high above shore, proof that peaks were once ocean floors. Coal seams speak of ancient forests. Granite tells of molten depths. To read a mountain is to read the earth's memory. Its walls are pages, its strata paragraphs, its minerals words, and though mountains do not speak aloud, okay, they whisper through their forms, reminding us of ages we cannot see. The night is quiet, okay, and memory remains dot life along the slopes. Those summits are bare, slopes are alive. Forests climb their flanks, pine and oak stretching upward. Meadows bloom in summer, with flowers that last only a season. Streams rush downward, cold with snow melt. Animals make their homes in crevices. Birds circle above ridges. Each elevation has its own world, its own balance. From valley floor to alpine meadow, life adjusts to the climb. The mountain gives, even as it grows. The night is quiet, and life endures along the slopes. Sacred heights. For centuries, humans have seen mountains as sacred. They rise above clouds, close to heavens, untouchable in their height. Peaks become holy places. Summits become shrines. Pilgrims climb slowly, carrying reverence in each step. Even in silence, mountains inspire. Their patience, their stillness, becomes a lesson. They remind us of scale, of slowness, of endurance. The night is quiet, and reverence lingers. Mountains in motions, though they seem still. Mountains tremble. Earthquakes ripple along their roots. The same collisions that built them send shocks outward. The ground shakes, ridges shift, sometimes violently. These are reminders Growth is not only upward, but also restless. Mountains are alive, not in pulse or breath, but in motion. Invisible most days, yet undeniable in their tremors. The night is quiet, but the ground remembers its motion. Mountains in the sky, great heights. Mountains shape weather. They block winds, send clouds upward, draw rain from air. On one side, lush forests grow. On the other, deserts form in shadow. Mountains sculpt climate as much as land. They are barriers, but also givers. Their snow feeds rivers, their rivers feed plains. From their heights, life flows downward. The night is quiet, and rivers wait in the snow. Rest beneath the stars. Night, mountains glow beneath starlight. Constellations turn above peaks, their slow arcs mirrored by snowy ridges. The air is thin, but the view is vast. From such heights, the world feels endless. Silence is thick, broken only by wind. Mountains do not sleep, but they rest in patience. They wait, enduring their growth too slow to see, their presence too large to ignore. The night is quiet. Patience watches. The bridge ahead from the glow of peaks. Our gaze drifts upward still. Beyond mountains, above ridges and clouds, the atmosphere stretches. It too has rivers, not of water, but of air. Invisible currents, steady, restless, flowing above us. As mountains grow while we sleep, the air above moves as well. The hidden rivers of wind carry us toward the next rhythm. The night is quiet. The journey continues. Asterisk, above mountains, above forests and seas. The air itself is never still. It may seem weightless, transparent, but it is alive with motion. Currents form, flow, shift, and return. These are the hidden rivers of the sky, invisible streams of wind that circle the planet. The night is quiet, and the air continues to move. The weight of the invisible air feels like nothing. It slips between fingers. It rests without weight. And yet, it has mass. It presses against us, against the land, against the sea. The atmosphere stretches upward for hundreds of miles, a blanket of gases, thin at the top, dense near the ground. Though unseen, it is the most constant presence. We breathe it each moment. We live within it always. It is not empty. It flows, circles, and shapes all weather. The night is quiet, and the invisible carries us. The great circulation. The sun warms Earth unevenly. Equator and poles do not share. Light, heat rises at the tropics, sinks at the poles. Air flows to balance, circling in great loops. These loops, called cells of circulation, are the skeleton of the atmosphere. Trade winds blow steady across oceans. Westerlies bend storms in middle latitudes. Polar winds creep downward and chill. It is not chaos, it is pattern. A rhythm of currents that has endured for millions of years. The night is quiet, and the pattern holds. Jet streams, rivers, above, high above, faster winds form. They are narrow but strong jet streams. They flow like rivers of air, curving along boundaries of warm and cold. At hundreds of miles an hour, they circle the globe. Planes ride them, storms follow them, climate bends with them. Though we cannot see them, their influence is vast. They guide the path of hurricanes. They carry winter downward, summer upward. They are the hidden rails on which weather travels. The night is quiet, and the rivers continue. Clouds, as passengers, clouds are passengers of these currents. They form, dissolve, reform again. But their drift is not random. They are pulled, pushed, guided. A cloud above the Atlantic may be in Asia within days, carried by the steady stream. Rain that falls in one place may have been water vapor half a world away. The hidden rivers connect continents. They bind distant lands with shared breath. The night is quiet, and clouds drift as they always have. Storms that follow the flow even. The fiercest storm obeys these streams. A hurricane twists upward, but bends to the westerlies. A cyclone surges south, but yields to polar winds. The rivers of air do not shout their commands. They whisper. In storms, listen. Each turn of wind, each shift of path is guided by invisible currents. We see only the clouds, the rain, the lightning. But behind them, the rivers steer. The night is quiet, and storms obey their path. The breath of seasons change, and with them, the rivers shift. Winter strengthens the jets, summer weakens them. They wander north and south, carrying heat, carrying cold. This drift of air is what gives rhythm to seasons. Without it, there would be no monsoons, no trade winds, no shifting rains. The rivers of air are the breath of seasons. They exhale warmth, inhale chill. They repeat, steady, endless. The night is quiet, and seasons breathe overhead. The language of the sky birds know these rivers. Migrating geese climb into them, riding their flow. Insects, too, are carried. Even pollen, even dust, rides invisible streams from one land to another. The Sahara gives its soil to the Amazon, carried by air. Volcanoes release ash, and the sky delivers it across oceans. The atmosphere speaks a language of movement and exchange. We rarely hear it, but it is constant. The night is quiet, and the air speaks in silence. The stillness that is never still. Look upward on a calm night, and the sky may seem still. No breeze, no rustle of leaves. Yet, even then, above, the streams continue. Thousands of feet higher, winds run fast, never halting. Stillness at the ground does not mean silence in the sky. The dome above us is always in motion. The night is quiet, but the air moves unseen. The delicate balance. These hidden rivers do more than carry clouds. They distribute heat. Without them, the equator would burn. The poles would freeze. They smooth extremes, spread balance. Their drift makes Earth livable. Their flow softens what would be harsh. It is balance achieved without notice, maintained without pause. It's invisible, but essential. The night is quiet, and balance is kept aloft. The view from space, from above, satellites see their swirls. Great arcs of cloud follow invisible hands. Currents bend storms into spirals. Bands of wind ripple across oceans. What is unseen to us becomes visible from orbit. The sky's hidden rivers paint the world in patterns. From there, Earth looks alive, wrapped in flowing cloth. The night is quiet, and the cloth of air is endless. A restless breath of atmosphere is restless, but not chaotic. It moves like breath, in and out, up and down, sighs in warmth. It exhales in cold. Its currents are lungs, but stretched across the globe. We live beneath this restlessness, rarely aware, yet always held within it. The rivers of air wrap us, in safety, in weather, in rhythm. The night is quiet, and the restless breath continues. The bridge ahead, the hidden rivers of air remind us that even silence moves. But beyond these currents, another rhythm waits, of rivers and clouds. Beyond the winds, Earth carries another secret. Its poles drift. Its magnetic field, unseen, guides birds, shields life, and shifts slowly across time, from currents in the air to currents deep in the core. The story continues. The night is quiet, and the compass turns unseen. Asterisk, the earth turns, always steady, always patient. Every 24 hours, day yields to night, night to day again. This rhythm feels permanent, a metronome of time that has never faltered. And yet, deep within the planet, another rhythm stirs. The poles, those invisible anchors of direction, are not fixed. Quietly, slowly, rewriting the map of the sky. The night is quiet, and the compass shifts unseen. The invisible compass around the planet, an invisible field, stretches. It is magnetic, born of molten iron, churning in Earth's outer core. This field arcs outward, curves through space, and returns again. It is as though Earth itself is a great magnet, lines of force flowing from pole to pole. We cannot see them, yet they guide compasses, turn needles, direct migrations. Every step we take with certainty owes itself to this unseen shield. The night is quiet, and the compass lines whisper. The wandering of poles, the North Magnetic Pole, does not stay still. It drifts across the Arctic, miles each year. Once near Canada, it now moves toward Siberia. This motion is not fast, not urgent, but steady. A slow march across ice and sea. The South Magnetic Pole drifts too, though its wandering is more complex, its path less certain. Together, they remind us that even what feels permanent is in quiet motion. The night is quiet, and the poles drift onward. Magnetic reversals over deep time. The poles do more than wander. They reverse. North becomes south, south becomes north. This has happened many times in Earth's history. Not suddenly, but over thousands of years. Rocks hold the memory, lava cooling, minerals aligning with the field, then frozen forever. By reading them, we see a history of endless reversals. The planet does not lose its shield, but flips it like a page turned slowly. The night is quiet. In reversals, weight in stone. The shield against the sun, the magnetic field, does more than guide. It protects. Sun releases winds of charged particles, a stream of plasma rushing outward. Without the field, these winds would strip away our air. Earth's magnetosphere bends them aside, splitting them like rivers parting on stone. Most pass harmlessly, swept around the planet at the poles. Some slip inward, colliding with atmosphere. Here they paint the auroras, curtains of green and violet dancing in silence. The night is quiet, and the shield glows softly. The guidance of life listens to this field. Birds sense it, navigating vast migrations. Whales cross oceans, their paths curved by magnetism. Even small bacteria align themselves to it, living by its invisible order. This sense is ancient. It is not seen, not heard, but felt. A compass, written in bone, in cell, in instinct. The night is quiet, and life follows its lines. The drifting north scientists track the pole with satellites, with compasses, with instruments sunk into ice. Each year they mark its new place, its path creeping eastward, from Greenland across the Arctic Ocean toward Siberia. The drift is accelerating 10, 20, even more miles per year. Still, this is not chaos. T is motion, but motion with patience. The planet adjusts, shifting its magnetic heart. The night is quiet, and the pole drifts onward. The South's uncertainty, the southern pole, is harder to follow. Its position is less exact, its path less clear. It too moves, restless beneath. Antarctica. Together, they create an asymmetry of field, a reminder that the Earth is not perfect, but alive with motion. We think of poles as fixed points, but they are journeys, not destinations. The night is quiet, and journeys continue. Storms in the field, the magnetic shield is strong, but not unshaken. When the sun flares, storms ripple through the field. Satellites tremble, power grids spark, compasses waver. The field flexes, but does not break. Its resilience has carried Earth through millennia of solar winds. Even storms and silence become part of the rhythm. The night is quiet. Storms pass through unseen memory, and stone walk along cliffs, and rocks tell this story. Salt cooled from lava records the field's direction. Each layer is a snapshot, a compass frozen in time. By studying them, scientists see a striped history, north, south, north again. The seafloor itself is a map of reversals. Stone remembers what sky forgets. Night is quiet, and memory is written in rock. Human dependence for sailors with compasses, for explorers in polar night. The field has always been guide. Needles point north, maps align, navigation is possible. Even in our age of satellites, the compass remains. It is a gift from Earth, a quiet order within chaos. We depend upon it, often without knowing. It steadies not just ships, but thought itself. Its direction becomes certain because the field endures. The night is quiet, and direction remains, waiting for change. One day, the field will reverse again. Perhaps not in our lives, perhaps not for thousands of years. But the record is clear. It always has. It always will. The shield will weaken. Auroras may brighten. Compasses will falter. But the planet will continue. Life will adapt, as it always has. Change is not failure. It is part of the Earth's rhythm. The night is quiet, and change is already underway. A silent drift stand beneath stars, and the ground feels steady. Mountains hold their form, oceans reflect the moon. But beneath, within, around, a drift continues. The poles shift, the shield breathes, the compass rewrites itself. We do not feel it, yet it shapes everything. The earth is never still, not even in silence. The night is quiet, but the compass moves. The bridge ahead from the drifting poles, from the invisible shield, we look upward. For when the field bends solar winds, when particles slip through, they create curtains of light. The aurora, aglow across polar skies. Green and violet waves rippling without sound, from drifting poles to glowing skies. The story continues. The night is quiet, and the heavens wait to shine. Asterisk, in the far north, when nights stretch long and deep, the sky sometimes stirs. Darkness holds its breath, and then curtains of light begin to rise. Green, first like whispers of fire along the horizon. Then violet, then red, softly layered ribbons folding over one another. The air itself seems to glow. Not with fire, not with flame, but with quiet electricity falling from space. The night is quiet, and the heavens begin to shimmer. The gift of the sun auroras begin far away. The sun, our constant star, breathes a stream of particles. This solar wind drifts outward across empty space. It carries with it the energy of storms on the sun's surface. When this invisible wind meets Earth, it meets a shield, the magnetic field, born in the planet's core. Most of the storm bends away, split like a river around a rock. But at the poles, some slips inward. It falls into atmosphere where molecules of oxygen and nitrogen wait quietly in the dark. The night is quiet, and the wind finds its way in, painting with particles. When those particles strike air, light is born. Oxygen glows green, sometimes red. Nitrogen shines blue, sometimes violet. Together, they paint curtains of color across the sky. They ripple, bend, fold like silk in wind. No two shapes are ever the same. To see an aurora is to watch the atmosphere breathe light. It is a conversation between sun and earth, silent but radiant. The night is quiet, and the sky answers in color. Shapes of silence auroras do not stay still. They arc like bridges across the horizon. They dance as spirals swirling upward. They shimmer as curtains, falling in folds too vast to imagine. Sometimes they pulse, flickering like a heartbeat. Sometimes they blaze, bright enough to cast shadows on snow, yet they make no sound. Even the brightest, even the swiftest, they glow in silence. The night is quiet. The dance is wordless. The colors of the sky green is the most common. a soft emerald veil woven by oxygen high above. Red comes rarely, glowing like fire in the highest layers of air. Blue and violet deepen the edges, threads of nitrogen weaving into the cloth. The palette of auroras is simple, yet infinite. Every curtain, every arc is a new composition. The sky becomes a canvas of patient variety. The night is quiet, and the canvas shifts endlessly. The polar theater, the aurora, belongs mostly to the poles. In the north, it is the aurora borealis, the northern lights. In the south, the aurora australis, its twin, its mirror, both glow in circles around magnetic poles. Travelers wait for them, gathering in frozen places. Indigenous peoples watch them, folding them into story and song. For as long as humans have lived in the north, the lights have been teachers, mysteries, omens. The night is quiet, and the stories rise with the glow. Myths of the lights too. Some, the aurora was spirit fire. To others, a bridge to ancestors. Some saw dancers in the sky. Some saw warriors. For the Sami people, they were living beings, to be respected, never mocked. For Inuit, they were the voices of souls. Even today, beneath scientific knowing, their mystery lingers. They are not only physics, they are awe. They are wonder. The night is quiet, and awe breathes upward. The dance of energy, though silent to us. Auroras are the sound of energy moving. Charged particles collide. Electrons shift in orbit. Light is released. The atomic music played without instruments. Each photon is a note, each curtain a chord. Billions upon billions of collisions make the sky glow. It is chaos in detail, yet harmony in whole. The night is quiet, and energy dances in stillness. The rhythm of solar storms auroras wax and wane with the sun. When storms erupt on its surface, the lights intensify. Great flares send surges outward, and the sky answers with blazing displays. During quiet years of the sun's cycle, auroras fade, gentle, rare. During active years, they return often, more brilliant, more frequent. The sun's rhythm becomes the earth's sky. The night is quiet, and the rhythm continues. The reach beyond those strongest near poles. Auroras sometimes stretch farther. In great storms, they reach into temperate skies, painting light where none expected. People who have never seen them stand in surprise, watching their horizon flicker green. Even those who live far from Arctic cold are sometimes invited into the aurora's theater. The night is quiet, and light reaches outward, a silent companion astronauts to have seen them. From orbit, auroras glow as halos encircling the planet. Oh, they rise like rings, wrapping Earth in soft fire. From space, they reveal their scale, vast arcs covering continents, light born of a planet's shield. They are not only beauty, they are proof. The shield works, the atmosphere endures. The night is quiet, and halos guard. The Earth, a temporary flame-meet aurora, is fleeting. Minutes, sometimes hours, never days. They blaze, fade, then vanish, but they return again and again, patient as tide. What feels brief to us is eternal to Earth. The aurora is a recurring flame, lit by the sun, kept by the field, released by the sky. The night is quiet, and flames return softly. The touch of cold auroras are seen in the coldest nights. Snow crunches underfoot, breath steams in air, frost glitters beneath green light. Cold sharpens the senses, yet the glow softens them. The contradiction is beautiful. Icy silence below, fiery silence above. The lights make the cold bearable. They turn darkness into spectacle. They remind those who wait in snow that even the cold holds wonder. The night is quiet, and frost reflects the glow. Beyond understanding, science explains the process. Its particles collisions, photons, energy states. But explanation does not end the mystery. The aurora remains beyond capture. No equation can hold its color. No word can contain its awe. It is both known and unknown, explained yet still magical. This is its power, to exist as fact and still as dream. The night is quiet, and mystery remains. A bridge to the next sky. The aurora ends as suddenly as it begins. Curtains fade, colors dim, darkness returns, but the memory lingers, painted in mind. We look to stone, to earth beneath, to the patient record of time. For where light is fleeting, rock endures, and the deep memory of earth waits in stone. The night is quiet, and rocks hold what skies cannot. Asterisk beneath the dancing lights of the aurora, the ground remains still. While the sky ripples and shimmers, the earth below holds its silence. Yet this silence is not emptiness, it is memory. For every rock beneath our feet is a fragment of time itself, a record of fire, of ocean, of ancient winds. The night is quiet, and the stones remember. The age written in stone. Pick up a pebble. It feels small, ordinary, cool against the skin. But within it is a story stretching back billions of years. Many rocks were born when the earth was young, a molten sphere cooling in space. Others came later, from volcanoes, from riverbeds, from mountains ground down by ice. Each one is a time capsule, a fragment of history carried forward into now. The night is quiet, and the pebble whispers of ages. Fire at the beginning. In the beginning, the planet was fire. Molten rock churned. Volcanoes bled across the surface. Crust hardened, then broke, then hardened again. From this restless birth came the first stones. Igneous rocks, solidified from lava and magma. Granite, cooled slowly. Crystals growing large in patience. Basalt cooled quickly, dark and smooth. Obsidian froze in an instant. Glass sharp as silence. Even now, these stones remain. Fragments of Earth's fiery youth rest quietly in fields and cliffs. The night is quiet, and fire hardens into memory. Waters, patient touch. After fire came water. Rain fell, rivers carved, oceans spread. Stone broke, crumbled, was carried grain by grain. At river mouths, layers formed. Sand became sandstone. Clay became shale. Shells and bones became limestone. These are sedimentary rocks, built not by sudden fire, but by patience. Layer upon layer, pressed by time. Within them, fossils, weight, leaves, shells, caked. Imprints of creatures long gone. To hold such a rock is to hold the ghost of seas, forests, and deserts that no longer exist. The night is quiet. And water builds its archives. The weight of changestone is not permanent. Even mountains wear away. What was granite may become sand, then sandstone, then lifted again to mountain, then broken again. This cycle, igneous, sedimentary, metamorphic, repeats endlessly. Heat and pressure can twist rock into new form. Marble, once limestone, shines with new crystal. Slate, once shale, splits into flat sheets. The crust itself is a workshop of change. The night is quiet, and stone shifts beneath time. The record in layers cliffs reveal the record. Stacked like pages, each one a different era. Red, bands for deserts, gray for seas, black for volcanic ash. The deeper the layer, the older the story. Geologists read these lines as historians read books. Each ripple in sandstone is an echo of wind. Each fossil shell is a whisper of ocean. The earth is not silent, speaks through stone. The night is quiet, and cliffs speak in layers. Stones beneath our feet not. All stone is ancient mountain. The pebble in a garden, the rock in a stream, has its own journey. Carried by water, rolled smooth, It is shaped by motion. Every stone underfoot is in motion still, breaking, weathering, joining the long cycle. We walk upon an archive. Every step is across billions of years of memory. The night is quiet, okay, and the ground holds our weight. The mountains that endure mountains seem eternal, but they rise and fall. The Himalayas grow even now as plates push together. The Appalachians, once tall as the Himalayas, are worn low, their sharp edges gone. Stone builds, stone crumbles, stone rebuilds. A mountain is a moment, though to us it feels like forever. The night is quiet, and the peaks stand watch. Stones as witnesses, human lives are brief, but rocks endure. They watched glaciers spread and retreat. They stood as forests rose and vanished. They were present when creatures first crawled from sea. They remain when civilizations rise and fall. A single stone outlives empires. It is witness, silent, steady. The night is quiet, and witnesses remain at rest. The memory of stardust looked deeper, and the story goes farther still. The elements in stone, iron, silicon, calcium were forged in stars. Supernova spread them. Dust gathered. Earth formed to hold a rock, is to hold stardust. What feels heavy in hand was once the heart of stars. Even the oldest mountains are younger than their atoms. The night is quiet. Stars rest within stone. Human hands and stone, for as long as we remember, humans have turned to stone. Tools of flint, homes of sandstone, temples of marble. Stone gave us shelter, weapons, monuments. It carried our stories, carved into tablets, etched into cliffs. Stone is patient, okay? It accepts our marks, but outlives them. Even the sharpest carving wears smooth, yet the rock remains. The night is quiet, and stone holds our touch. The silence of pebbles scatter riverbeds, shorelines, paths. Each one has traveled. Some began as mountain peaks, others as volcanic, glass others as coral reef. Now they rest small, ordinary, overlooked. But even the smallest pebble carries the patience of time. Each one is a fragment of a vast story. The night is quiet, and pebbles wait unnoticed. Stone and time to think of. Rocks is to think of time itself. Stretch human imagination, measuring not centuries, but eons. Billions of years compressed into crystals, layers, strata. Rocks are clocks, but clocks without ticking. Their measure is silence. Their hands are layers. They keep time not in hours, but in ages. The night is quiet, and time is heavy in stone. From sky back to earth the auroras fade. The sky grows still. Hid beneath our feet, time continues. The glow above is fleeting. The rocks below are lasting. Between them, earth tells two stories. Light that dances and disappears, and stone that waits without end. But even rocks are not alone, for above the ground, beneath the leaves, another story unfolds. Forests whisper, roots connect, trees speak in silence. The night is quiet. The ground leads into the forest's breath. Asterisk, the forest stands in silence. To our eyes, it is a collection of trees, each trunk separate, each crown reaching into its own patch of sky. But beneath the soil, a different truth waits. The trees are not alone. They are linked, their roots touching, their threads interwoven, their lives bound together. The night is quiet, and the forest whispers beneath the ground. Roots, like hands in the dark roots, reach outward, branching and curling, seeking water, seeking nutrients. But they do more than seek. They touch, brush against stones, wrap around one another, and meet at hidden junctions. A tree's roots stretch far beyond its trunk, as though it is larger beneath the earth than above it. everywhere they go. Okay? They leave trails, chemical signals, tiny offerings, signs that others may follow. The night is quiet, and the hands of roots keep moving. The weaving of fungi threaded among these roots is another presence. Fungi, its fine filaments spread like webs, so small they cannot be seen, yet so vast they may span acres. These fungal threads connect tree to tree, a network alive with exchange. Scientists call it the wood wide web. But long before words, it was simply the language of survival. The fungi trade minerals for sugars, gifts given and received. Through them, trees are bound in community. The night is quiet, okay? And fungi weave their silent bridges. The passing of gifts, a great tree, rich in sunlight, may pass its excess sugars to a shaded neighbor. A dying tree, fading into soil, may send its last reserves to saplings nearby. Even seeds just beginning to sprout may receive food from elders they cannot yet see. What looks like stillness is generosity in motion. The forest shares, not just takes. The night is quiet, and gifts flow unseen. The warning signals when danger comes, a drought, swarm of insects, a sudden storm. Trees send warnings. Chemical signals travel through roots, through fungi, like whispers in soil. Leaves may toughen, toxins may rise, preparing neighbors for the threat. It is not a cry, but a quiet alert. Not frantic, but steady. The forest prepares together. The night is quiet, and warnings move like breath. Leaves that rustle above heaven, above the ground. The forest speaks. Leaves rustle not only in wind, but in patterns of sound. Okay. Research suggests plants respond to vibrations, to the footsteps of insects, to the sound of water flowing nearby. Though they have no ears, they listen. The rustle of leaves is not only music to us. Okay. It is part of the forest's own sensing. The night is quiet, and the canopy listens. A single being, we walk through a forest thinking of individuals, oak, pine, birch. But beneath, the roots reveal another truth. The forest is not many. It is one. A network of trunks sharing one body of soil, one flow of water, one exchange of breath. It is an organism vast and patient, with countless parts, all joined in quiet harmony. The night is quiet, and the forest breathes as one. Old trees as elders in every forest. Some trees stand as elders, tall ancient trunks with the roots deep and wide, supporting the network, supporting the young. Saplings flourish in their shadow, fed by their hidden generosity. Even when they fall, their roots continue feeding, their trunks sheltering life. The elders do not vanish. They transform into guidance, into nourishment, into memory. The night is quiet, and elders remain present. The memory of drought's roots remember, not as brains do, but as imprints of experience. A tree that has endured drought adjusts how it grows. Through its roots, it may send signals to others, lessons passed in chemistry, not in words. Forests carry memory this way, generation to generation, through signals beneath the soil. It is a memory older than speech, older than song. The night is quiet, and memory passes root to root. Invisible breaths above and below. Trees breathe. They draw carbon dioxide, release oxygen. Each exhale is silent, yet fills the lungs of animals, fills the air of the world. Together, a forest becomes a single breath for Earth, invisible, unseen, but constant. The night is quiet, and the forest's breath drifts outward. The quiet in seasons in spring. Sap rises, buds unfurl. In summer, canopies thicken, roots send nutrients. Upward in autumn, leaves fall, roots pull inward, saving for winter. In winter, the forest rests, yet the underground network continues. Even as branches are bare, roots still whisper, still share, still prepare. The night is quiet, and The seasons circle again. Human ears to the forest we walk, with little sense of what stirs beneath us. Science, with sensors and studies, listens. And we measure the sugars traded, the signals sent, the networks stretched across soil. And what we find is older than language, older than us. Forests do not need our knowing. They have whispered long before we arrived. The night is quiet, and humans listen late. The humility of silence. The forest does not shout. Its language is slow, its signals quiet, its time scale vast. Yet, within this stillness, there is strength. To speak without sound, to share without spectacle, to persist without rush. This is the forest's way. Silence is not absence. It is fullness, measured in patience. The night is quiet, and silence is strength. The bridge forward beneath the aurora. Rocks endure. Beneath the forest, roots whisper. Each tells a story of patience, of cycles unseen. But beyond roots and trunks, another rhythm moves the tides. The moon pulls at oceans. Waters rise and fall. Shorelines breathe in and out, from the whispers of soil to the pulse of sea. Earth continues its quiet songs. The night is quiet, and the tides wait to speak. Asterisk after the quiet whispers of the forest. Another voice calls. It is not the voice of roots beneath soil, but the vast pull of water against shore. The ocean breathes, not in air, but in motion. It inhales as tides rise, exhales as tides fall. This rhythm is ancient, steady, older than forests, older than mountains. The night is quiet, and the sea keeps its endless time. The moon's gentle hand, high above, the moon drifts. Though silent, it holds the oceans in its pull. Its gravity tugs at the seas, drawing water outward. On the side nearest the moon, oceans swell. On the far side, they rise again, a balance across the sphere. The result is two tides. Two gentle lifts of ocean, following the moon's path around the earth. The night is quiet. The moon holds the waters. The daily breath of oceans each day. Tides arrive twice. High tide, then low, then high again. The oceans breathe in cycles, a pulse too large to see at once, but clear when standing on shore. Waves creep farther inland, touching stones, then retreat, leaving sand, glistening dot. To watch a tide is to watch time itself. It is a clock written in water. The night is quiet, and the water moves with patience. The hidden influence of the sun too has its hand. Its gravity tugs at seas, less strongly than the moon, but always present. When sun and moon align, their poles combine. Tides swell higher, spring tides, named not for season, but for their leap. When sun and moon oppose, their poles compete. Tides shrink, lower nip. Tides quiet as a held breath. The night is quiet, and the heavens shape the sea. The shape of shores not every shore feels tides the same. In wide bays, water funnels rising meters high. In narrow inlets, currents rush, pooling like rivers in reverse. Some coasts rise gently, their tides broad and slow. Others leap suddenly, their tides fierce and swift. Yet everywhere, the rhythm holds. The sea never stops its breathing. The night is quiet, and the shores respond in turn. Creatures of the tide life has learned this rhythm. Crabs scuttle with receding waves. Barnacles open at high tide, feeding as water returns. Fish hide in tidal pools, waiting for the ocean's return. Plants cling to rocks, anchored against the pull. Entire ecosystems depend on the rise and fall, the coming and going of seas. Without tides, shores would be still. With them, life flourishes in motion. The night is quiet, and creatures move with the tide. The memory of the moon's birth long ago. The moon was born. A collision, a fragment torn from Earth, gathered and cooled into the sphere. We know, from its first orbit, tides began. Back then, the moon was closer. The tides were stronger, the days shorter. As the moon drifts slowly outward, its pull weakens. The tides grow calmer, but they do not cease. They will continue as long as the moon remains. The night is quiet, okay? And the past lingers in water's pool. Human eyes on tides for millennia. People have watched the tides. Sailors timed voyages by their flow. Fishermen cast nets at their turning. Villages learned to live with water's reach. To ignore the tide was to invite ruin. To follow it was to live in rhythm. Even now, harbors depend on its rise. Scientists predict its changes. Travelers marvel at its reach. The tide remains a teacher, quiet but sure. The night is quiet. And humans learn from the tide. The music of water and stone stand at a shoreline. Listen, waves lap, then withdraw. The sound is not only water, but stone replying. Pebbles tumble, sand shifts, shells clink softly. It is music made slowly, repeating endlessly. Every tide shapes the shore, grinding cliffs, building beaches, sculpting coasts. Time writes itself in curves of land. The night is quiet, and shorelines sing their slow song. The tides, as Earth's metronomical clock, is so steady. No heart beats so long. Then tides keep time through eons, okay? Even as continents drift, even as species rise and fall, the water continues its cycles. Spring tides, neap tides, ebb and flow. Always repeating, always sure. The tide is Earth's metronome, a soft pulse in the planet's song. The night is quiet, and the metronome ticks unseen. The influence beyond Earth's where 2 moons pull on seas. On Europa, a moon of Jupiter, tides churn, oceans hidden beneath ice. On Enceladus, a moon of Saturn, tides heat the interior, sending geysers into space. Tides shape more than Earth. They are a universal rhythm, wherever water and moons combine. The night is quiet, and the universe shares its pulse. The future of tides, the moon drifts outward by centimeters each year. In distant ages, tides will weaken further. Earth's days will lengthen, its rhythms will change. But for now, and for countless generations, the tides will remain steady. They are a reminder. Change is constant, but rhythm endures. The night is quiet, and the future waits in silence. The tides, as breath, think of the ocean breathing. Each tide a slow inhale, each ebb a slow exhale. The beach is its chest, rising and falling in time. We are part of this rhythm, whether we stand to notice or sleep through its turning. The tide does not pause. It does not tire. It continues, patient, measured, infinite. The night is quiet, and the ocean breathes, still. Bridge to the hidden fire beneath the tides. Beneath the ocean floor, another force stirs. Not the cool water above, but heat from within. The Earth's core burns quietly, fueling volcanoes, warming deep seas, pushing plates. From the rhythm of tides, we move to the warmth of stone, the hidden fire beneath our feet. The night is quiet, and the warmth waits below. Asterisk beneath the steady pool of the tides, another rhythm lives. It does not move with the moon, nor flow with the wind. It burns instead, hidden deep within the earth. Beneath our steps, beneath mountains and oceans, the planet glows. The warmth has never gone out. It has burned since Earth's beginning, and it hums still, unseen but unceasing. The night is quiet, and fire waits below the memory of Earth's birth. 4.5 billion years ago, our planet was molten. Collisions of rock and dust heated the young Earth until it flowed like liquid flame. Over time, the surface cooled, a crust hardened, but the interior kept its fire. That heat remains. It is the memory of Earth's violent birth. trapped in stone. A slow release, steady across billions of years. The night is quiet, and the memory glows beneath radioactive sparks within minerals. Atoms split and shift. This, too, creates warmth. Uranium, thorium, potassium, tiny furnaces scattered in stone. Their decay releases heat, a whisper of energy that accumulates over eons. It is not loud fire, but soft persistence. A warmth that never sleeps, adding to the deep glow. The night is quiet, and atoms hum their hidden tune. The mantle that moves between the solid crust and the blazing core lies the mantle, a sea of rock that flows slowly as taffy. It moves in currents, lifting heat upward, pulling crust along. Its motion shapes continents, fuels volcanoes, drives earthquakes. The mantle is patient, but it never rests. The night is quiet. The mantle shifts unseen. Volcanoes, windows, too. The deep sometimes, the hidden fire breaks through. A volcano opens, lava flows, ash rises. It is Earth's deep warmth reaching the surface. Mountains form this way, islands rise, land is remade. What seems destructive is also creation. Without volcanoes, new ground would not emerge. Life thrives on their fertile soils. Born of Ashdod, the night is quiet, and fire reshapes the land. Geysers and hot springs in other places. The fire does not erupt, but whispers. Water seeps down, touches the warmth, and rises again. Geysers burst, hot springs steam, ground hisses softly. These are the breath of the earth, reminders that heat is near. Tourists may marvel, animals may gather to drink, but the source lies deeper still. The night is quiet, and steam carries whispers of fire. The core itself, fat, the very center, the core glows, an inner sphere of iron, solid yet hot. Around it, an outer shell of molten metal, flowing like liquid sun. This movement creates Earth's magnetic field, a shield against solar wind. The core is hidden, unreachable, but it is essential. It is the heart of the planet. The night is quiet, and the heart burns unseen. Heat rising to the surface. Most of us never feel it. The ground seems solid, cool underfoot, but dig deeper, and warmth increases. In mines, in caves, the air thickens with heat. Geothermal energy rises slowly, a quiet exhale from below. Everywhere on Earth, this warmth is present. It may be faint or fierce, but it never vanishes. The night is quiet, and warmth drifts upward. The patience of plate tectonics continents drift on this hidden fire. They slide, collide, separate. Mountains rise where plates crash, rifts open where plates pull apart. The ocean floor spreads, new crust forming in ridges. All of this is driven by heat from below. Without it, Earth would be still, lifeless in its silence. The night is quiet, and plates glide upon fire. Life that thrives in heat haven. Deep in oceans, where sunlight never reaches, life gathers around vents. Here, water heated by magma jets, upward, carries minerals, sustains bacteria, feeds strange creatures, tube worms, crabs, fish with glowing eyes, all depend on Earth's warmth. Life does not need the sun when it has fire below. The night is quiet, and life thrives in darkness. Human hands on hidden heat we to have learned to use this warmth. Geothermal wells draw steam for power. Houses are heated by Earth's own fire. Cities in Iceland, villages in Italy stand warmed by the glow. It is ancient energy, yet endlessly renewable. We borrow only what the earth is already giving. The night is quiet. Humans share the warmth. Fire's comfort and caution. The warmth beneath us is both gift and warning. It gives fertile land, hot springs, power, but it also shakes the ground, erupts in ash, destroys as well as creates. This is the balance of Earth, comfort and caution, life and danger, all from the same fire. The night is quiet and balance, rests below. A planet alive within. When we think of Earth, we see oceans, mountains, clouds drifting, but beneath it is alive. Not alive like forests, but alive in motion, in heat, in restless shifting. The warmth is proof that Earth is not finished. It is still shaping itself, still breathing fire. The night is quiet. The planet moves within. The bridge to sky from the fire below. We look again, above. For even as Earth warms within, clouds wander endlessly overhead. They carry water, shadow, light. They form and dissolve, soft messengers of the sky. From the warmth of stone to the drifting of clouds, Earth's rhythms continue. The night is quiet. The sky prepares its next shape. Asterisk after the glow of hidden fire below. Our gaze rises again. The land is steady, but the sky is restless. Here, clouds wander endlessly. They are not stone, not soil, but water suspended, lifted by air, carried by currents. They drift above every continent, every ocean, shaping the light we see, shaping the shadows we walk within. The night is quiet, and clouds keep moving. The birth of a cloud, every cloud begins with water. Oceans, rivers, and lakes release their invisible breath. Heat lifts it upward, a vapor unseen. As air cools, the vapor condenses. Tiny droplets gather, so small they float together, becoming white veils. A cloud is born this way, from warmth and cooling, from invisibility to shape. The night is quiet, and new clouds form unseen. Shapes in the sky. Some clouds billow, rising high like towers. Others stretch flat, layered across horizons, wisps of cirrus, low blankets of stratus, pillars of cumulus. Each is a poem of air. To watch them drift is to see the atmosphere thinking, changing, endlessly rewriting itself. No two clouds are the same, yet all belong to one sky. The night is quiet, and shapes dissolve into shapes again. The hidden weight of clouds, though day seem light, clouds hold weight. Single large storm may carry millions of tons of water. Yet they float, their droplets spread so fine that air sustains them. What looks like softness is in fact power waiting. The promise of rain, the burden of water. The night is quiet, and heavy clouds drift overhead. Shadows across the land as clouds pass. They paint the earth below. Shadows slide across forests, valleys darken, lakes shimmer, then dim. From above, astronauts see them as patterns on the planet's skin. From below, we see them as curtains of light and shade. Clouds are not only sky, they touch the ground with shadow. The night is quiet, and shadows move softly across the land. The gift of rain. When droplets grow too heavy, they fall. Rain returns water to soil, to rivers, to oceans. It nourishes roots, fills lakes, carves valleys. Without clouds, there is no rain. Without rain, there is no life. Every storm, every drizzle is a gift returned. The night is quiet, and rain falls softly through the dark. Storms hidden in softness. Clouds are gentle in appearance, but within them, storms may stir. Electric charges build, lightning flickers, winds twist. Thunderheads rise taller than mountains, their tops spreading wide. What begins as vapor can end as a tempest, yet even storms are part of balance. They restore, they renew, they remind of the sky's strength. The night is quiet, and storms pass in their time. Clouds as memory. Every cloud is temporary. It forms, drifts, then dissolves. Yet the cycle repeats endlessly. They are memory in motion, the atmosphere remembering water, returning it, letting it go again. We may watch one cloud fade, but countless more will form. Okay? The sky is never finished. The night is quiet, and memory reshapes itself in vapor. The endless drift clouds do not sleep. Day and night, they continue. Some glow in dawn's first light, others darken the afternoon. Night, they veil the stars, or reflect moonlight faintly. They drift above sleeping cities, above forests, above deserts. Their journey never halts. The drift continues, softly repeating. The night is quiet, and clouds wander on. The poetry of light when light meets clouds. The sky becomes a canvas. Sunsets burn in orange and red. Sunrises blush in pale pink. Rainbows arc when droplets scatter light into color. Halos form around the moon, a ring of pale fire in the cold. Clouds are painters. Their brushstrokes slow, their colors fleeting. The night is quiet, and the sky glows with its shifting art. Clouds, from above seen from airplanes. Clouds are seas. White waves stretch endlessly, an ocean of vapor. Islands of land vanish beneath. Above, the sun shines always. Untouched by storms below, to fly above clouds is to glimpse another world. Calm while the world beneath storms. The night is quiet, and clouds spread like seas in the sky. The role in Earth's balance clouds do more than drift. They cool the planet, reflecting sunlight outward. They warm it, trapping heat below. They are blankets and mirrors, regulators of climate. Without them, Earth would scorch or freeze. Their balance keeps us steady, okay? They are guardians of temperature, unnoticed but vital. The night is quiet, and clouds balance Earth's warmth. Human eyes and stories for centuries, humans have read clouds. Sailors watched them to predict weather. Farmers studied their forms to prepare fields. Poets described them as dreams. Painters captured their fleeting light. Clouds inspire as much as they sustain. They are both science and story, both fact. In metaphor, the night is quiet, and clouds remain our teachers. The bridge to rivers from clouds, rain falls. From rain, rivers rise. They carve their paths downward, carrying mountains to seas. Just as clouds wander endlessly above, rivers wander endlessly below. From sky to land, the cycle continues. Water shifts form, but never disappears. The night is quiet, and rivers prepare their endless flow. Asterisk, from drifting clouds above rainfalls. It gathers, trickles, collects in streams that merge. These streams grow, becoming rivers. K, they move like arteries across the land, veins carrying water from mountains to the waiting seas. Ate are never still. They wander, they carve, they renew. The night is quiet, and rivers continue their journey. The birth of a river, every river begins small. A droplet melts from snow, a spring bubbles from rock. Tiny rivulets join, their voices combining. They rush down slopes, eager, restless. From these beginnings, great rivers grow. The Amazon, the Nile, the Yangtze, all begin as threads of water, visible compared to the oceans they serve. The night is quiet, and every great flow begins in silence. Carvers of the land river shape valleys. They carve canyons, wear stone into curves. The Grand Canyon itself is a record of river patience. For millions of years, the Colorado has cut deeper, revealing layers of time. Even soft rivers, gentle in appearance, carry stones and sand. Grain by grain, they sculpt landscapes. The night is quiet, and rivers carve their slow design. Carriers of life water is more than motion. It carries minerals, nutrients, fertility. Floods spread silt, renewing fields. Civilizations rose where rivers gave their gifts. The Nile in Egypt, the Tigris and Euphrates in Mesopotamia. The Indus, the Yellow River in China. Life gathers by rivers. drawn by their generosity. The night is quiet, and rivers carry nourishment unseen. The flow of time stand at a river's edge. The water you see will not return. It flows onward, always onward, yet the river remains. It is the same river, yet never the same water. This is the paradox of rivers. They change, yet endure. They are time made liquid, always passing, always present. The night is quiet, and rivers remind us of time. Journeys to the sea, every river seeks the sea. It may wander, looping in meanders, pausing in lakes, but always it flows downward. Gravity calls it. The ocean waits, no matter how far inland. Every river carries the memory of the sea to which it will return. The night is quiet, and rivers move toward reunion. The hidden rivers underground. Not all rivers flow in sunlight. Some vanish into caves, slipping underground. They carve tunnels of limestone, emerging miles away. Aquifers to hold vast reserves. Silent rivers beneath soil. Unseen, they sustain life as surely as those above. The earth carries rivers both, visible and hidden. The night is quiet, and unseen water flows beneath. Rivers in ice-siven in frozen lands. Rivers exist. Glaciers creep like frozen streams, ice flowing slowly, carving valleys beneath. When they melt, new rivers form, born from ancient ice. These icy rivers are memory and future, both solid and fluid. The night is quiet, and ice remembers its flow. The music of flow rivers sing. They murmur over stones, rush through rapids, fall in cascades. The sound is endless, yet never the same. Each bend, each pebble creates a new note. Together, they form a symphony of water, soothing, repeating, eternal. The night is quiet, and the music of rivers continues. The cycle of flood and drought rivers rise and fall. Rain fills them, snow melt, swells them. Times they flood, overflowing banks, reshaping land. Times they shrink, beds drying, stones exposed. This rhythm is natural. It is balance written in water. Neither flood nor drought is permanent. The night is quiet, and rivers shift between abundance and stillness. Rivers and stars night. Rivers reflect the heavens. Stars ripple on their surface. Moonlight drifts along their current. Crew to ancient people. Rivers, above and below, were mirrors. The Milky Way and the sky. The flowing waters on earth, both endless, both guiding, both eternal in their drift. The night is quiet, and rivers mirror the sky. The fragility of rivers, though strong, rivers are fragile. They can be dammed, diverted, polluted. When they are harmed, life around them suffers. They depend on balance, on clean sources, on steady cycles of rain. Protecting rivers is protecting ourselves, for they are not separate from us, but part of our own survival. The night is quiet, and rivers remind us of care. The eternal return. Every drop that flows to sea will rise again as vapor, become cloud, fall once more as rain. The cycle repeats endlessly. Rivers are not lines, but loops. They are journeys that never end. In this eternal return, the planet finds its rhythm. Water is never lost. It only changes form. The night is quiet, and rivers promise return. The bridge to seasons from rivers, water spreads. It feeds soil, nourishes plants, guides migrations. With rivers, seasons take shape. Spring floods, summer rains, autumn harvests, winter freezes. The cycle of water becomes a cycle of time. And rivers, gentle arteries of earth, prepare us for the larger circle, the turning of seasons themselves. The night is quiet, and seasons wait beyond the riverbanks. Asterisk from rivers, debt, wind to the sea. We look upward again. Water rises, falls, returns, but its rhythm is part of something greater. The earth tilts, the earth turns, and in that tilt and turning lies the circle of seasons. The night is quiet, and the year begins its slow unfolding. The cause of seasons it is not distance from the sun that makes summer and winter, the tilt of earth itself, lean of 23.5 degrees, a small angle, yet enough to change everything. As earth circles the sun, that lean exposes one hemisphere, then the other. 2 longer days, 2 shorter nights. The rhythm is precise, patient, repeating without fail. The night is quiet, and tilt writes the script of seasons. Spring, the opening spring, arrives with thawing ground. Rivers swell with melted snow, buds swell on branches. Bird song returns, insects stir, fields soften. Okay? It is an opening of the year, a breath after silence. Flowers bloom, not in haste, but in sequence. Snowdrops first, then crocuses, then fields of green. Each step builds on the last, like music gaining volume. The night is quiet. Spring writes its first notes. Summer, the fullness summer, is the fullness of growth. The days lengthen. The sun lingers. Fields are dense with green. Rivers warm. Skies stretch wide. Energy pours from the sun, feeding leaves, ripening fruits. Creatures thrive. Families of animals raise their young. It is abundance, a time of plenty. Yet, even in fullness, there is patience. Each day lingers. Each evening glows with slow warmth. The night is quiet, and summer hums with light. Autumn, the turning autumn arrives softly. Leaves fade from green to amber, then crimson, then brown. Harvests are gathered. Fields begin to rest. It is a season of endings, but not abrupt. It is slow, measured, a preparation for sleep. Air cools, migrating. Birds cross the skies. The tilt turns again, and shadows grow longer. The night is quiet, and autumn sighs its farewell winter. The rest winter is rest, the stillness of the cycle. Snow drapes the land, rivers slow, trees stand bare. Animals burrow, forests hush, days grow short. It is not death, but waiting. Beneath the frost, seeds remain. Beneath the ice, water moves slowly. Life does not end. It prepares. The night is quiet, and winter holds its breath. The balance of opposites is one hemisphere sleeps, the other wakes. While the north shivers, the south blooms. While one sky holds long nights, the other holds endless days. This balance is constant, a mirror across the equator. Earth is never wholly still, never wholly warm, never wholly cold. The night is quiet, and balance hums across hemispheres. The ancient calendar, for as long as humans have looked, they have measured time by seasons. Stone circles aligned with solstices, calendars etched into bone and clay. Harvest festivals, winter fires. The cycle guided planting, guided survival. It is older than writing, older than memory. The circle of seasons was our first teacher. The night is quiet, and time is written in cycles. Seasons in the deep past, but seasons themselves change. Ice ages stretched winters for millennia, then retreated. Forests once grew near the poles, and deserts shifted with time. Earth's tilt wobbles. Its orbit shifts. The rhythm sways, but never breaks. Even in deep time, the pattern holds. Growth, rest, renewal. The night is quiet, and history turns in seasons too. Life aligned to rhythm, plants bloom by light. Animals migrate by day length. The circle is etched into biology. Bears hibernate. Cicadas rise in cycles of years. Trees release seeds with seasons. We, to feel it. Mood lifts in spring, slows in winter. Our bodies, our minds, are tuned to the tilt of earth. The night is quiet, okay? And all life leans with the planet. The comfort of return there is reassurance in repetition. No matter the hardship of winter, spring will come. No matter the fading of autumn, summer will return. The circle is endless, softly repeating, a comfort as sure as breath. The night is quiet, and the promise of return is certain. The poetry of transition each season holds beauty, but the moments between are where wonder blooms. The first snowflake, the first bud, the first crimson leaf. Transitions are gentle surprises, reminders that change is natural, that movement is life. The night is quiet, and beauty lingers in between. The larger circles beyond years, there are longer seasons. Ice ages that span millennia, warming periods that reshape coasts. Earth itself breathes in cycles larger than human time. These two are seasons, written in stone and ice. The circle of seasons is not only yearly, but eternal in scale. The night is quiet, and larger rhythms wait unseen. The bridge to continent says, the planet turns, seasons return, but beneath, continents shift slowly. Their movement is not yearly, but ancient, carrying mountains, opening oceans, just as seasons remind us that time moves. Continents remind us that even the ground beneath is never still. The night is quiet, and the continents prepare their drift. Asterisk from the rhythm of seasons, measured in days and years, we sink into slower time. Here, change is not seen in lifetimes, but in millions of years. Here, the land itself is restless. Continents drift, carried like rafts upon the molten mantle below. The night is quiet. The ground itself is moving. The hidden motion beneath stillness to the eye. The land seems unmoving. Mountains appear eternal, plains unbroken, shores unchanging. Yet beneath, a restless energy stirs. Heat rises from Earth's core, setting the mantle in motion. Like taffy, warmed in fire, rock flows slowly. The continents above are passengers on this hidden sea. The night is quiet. Stillness is only an illusion. The puzzle of continents look, at the map of Earth. Notice how Africa's western coast seems to fit into South America's east. Notice the echoes across oceans. They are not coincidence. Long ago, these continents were one, joined in a vast supercontinent, Pangea. Over eons, they split apart, drifting into the shapes we know. The puzzle of Earth is always being rearranged. The night is quiet, and the pieces continue their drift. The slowness of drift continents move only centimeters a year, a pace slower than fingernails grow. Yet, given millions of years, they cross oceans, collide, separate again. What is slow in a day is swift across deep time. The Himalayas rose this way. When India drifted north and collided with Asia, the Alps rose from Africa's push. Even mountains are born of slow drift. The night is quiet, and slowness becomes strength. Oceans opening and closing as plates separate. Oceans are born. The Atlantic opened this way, a widening gap between drifting continents. As plates collide, oceans close. The Tethys once lay where deserts now stretch, its waters folded into mountains. The seas, though vast, are not permanent. They come and go, their shapes redrawn by drifting plates. The night is quiet. Can oceans change their borders? Earthquakes and volcanoes, the drift is slow, but not always gentle. Where plates meet, energy builds. Sometimes it releases suddenly. An earthquake, the ground trembling. Sometimes it vents upward, a volcano, magma rising. These are reminders that drift is not abstract. It shapes lives, it shapes landscapes, even in human time. The night is quiet, but Earth remembers its fire. The long voyage of continents imagine, standing still, yet being carried. That is what continents do. Australia drifts northward, toward Asia. Africa slowly moves, to close the Mediterranean. North America inches westward. In 100 million years, the map will be unrecognizable. New supercontinents will form. New oceans will vanish. The night is quiet, and Earth prepares its next design. Fossils as evidence, the proof lies in stone. Fossils of the same plants and animals are found on coasts, now oceans apart. Coal from tropical forests lies buried in Arctic lands. Glacial scars are etched in bedrock of warm regions. These are whispers of the past. It's evidence of wandering continents, memory written in rock. The night is quiet, and fossils tell their stories softly. The scale of deep time to grasp drift is too stretched thought. Mountains take millions of years to rise. Continents take hundreds of millions to cross the globe. It is a timescale beyond human sense. Yet, within it, the land beneath us is never still. The night is quiet, and deep time unfolds without hurry. Countenance as living rafts, though rock, countenance act alive. They carry forests, rivers, creatures. They nurture life as they drift. Habitats change, climates shift, species adapt. Dinosaurs once roamed Pangaea, later isolation-shaped evolution. Marsupials in Australia, lemurs in Madagascar. A drift of continents is also the drift of life. The night is quiet, and rafts of stone carry forests onward. A future map if we could look ahead. What would Earth become? Some say Africa will merge with Europe, raising new mountains. The Atlantic may widen for millions of years, then close again. A new supercontinent, sometimes called Pangaea Proxima, may form. It will be strange to us, but to Earth it will be natural. One more pattern in endless repetition. The night is quiet, and tomorrow's map waits unseen. The fragile stability, though drift, is constant. It is fragile. Human life depends on stable climates, on steady lands. Yet drift changes oceans, redirects currents, reshapes weather. It is background to our story, slow but certain. The land beneath is both foundation and traveler. The night is quiet, and continents drift while we sleep. The bridge to stars from moving continents. Our gaze lifts higher, still. Above the drifting land, above shifting seas, lies the night sky. Continents wander slowly, stars to have their journeys across millennia. Days shift in their constellations. Just as Earth rearranges its map, the heavens rearrange theirs. The night is quiet, and stars prepare their endless turn. Asterisk from drifting continents below. We raise our eyes. The land wanders slowly, but the sky seems eternal. Each night, a dome of black stretches above, pierced with lights, glittering yet silent. The night is quiet, and the stars begin their watch. The veil of atmosphere by day. The sky is blue, a veil of scattered sunlight. By night, that veil becomes transparent. The atmosphere thins, and beyond it, the universe reveals itself. Our ceiling becomes infinite. This thin air, only a few dozen miles deep, is all that separates us from the vastness beyond. The night is quiet, and the veil of air disappears. A dome of stars. The stars seem countless, They scatter across the sky like grains of glowing sand. Some faint, some bright, some arranged into patterns we call constellations. They look eternal, yet each is a sun, burning in silence. Light, traveling for years, centuries, millennia, to reach us. The night is quiet, and the dome of stars surrounds. The turning of Earth feels as though the stars move, rising, crossing the sky, then sinking. But it is Earth that turns. Our planets spin steadily, carrying us beneath the heavens. The constellations shift each hour, each season. New skies emerge with time. The night is quiet, and the turning brings new views. Planets as wanderers among. The steady stars, a few lights wander. They are planets, neighbors in our solar system. They shine with borrowed light, reflecting the sun. Two ancient eyes, their wandering marked them as special. To us, they are companions, circling the same star, sharing our home. The night is quiet, okay, and planets drift among the stars. The moon's soft presence. The brightest companion is the moon. It waxes and wanes, changing its face nightly. Its glow softens the darkness, casting shadows, illuminating seas and forests. The moon to drifts, orbiting Earth, a reminder of cycles woven into the night. The night is quiet, and the moon keeps its watch. The Milky Way's band stretching across the sky, a faint river of light glows. This is the Milky Way, our galaxy seen. From within, billions of stars blur together, their combined glow forming a band across the heavens. It is both vast and intimate. We are part of it, yet it appears to hold us from afar. The night is quiet, and the galaxy arches overhead. Asterisks, stars. As stories for thousands of years, humans looked upward and found meaning. Hunters, gods, animals, heroes, stories written in stars. Constellations, guided travel, guided harvests, guided memory. The sky became a book that all could read. The night is quiet, and stories remain in the stars' light that travels forever. Every star's light is a message from the past. Some left only years ago, others millions. When we gaze upward, we look back in time. Some stars we see tonight may already be gone. Their light remains, a ghost still traveling. The night is quiet, and the past shines above us. Falling stars, sometimes a brief streak cuts across the sky. Not a star, but a fragment of rock or dust burning in the atmosphere. A meteor, momentary, brilliant, gone. It reminds us that Earth moves too, through clouds of ancient debris. The night is quiet, and sparks vanish into darkness. The silence of distance, though the sky seems close, the stars are far. The nearest is 4 light years away. The farthest visible are thousands. Between, only empty space. Silence stretches fast. The dome above feels near, but it is a measurable distance. The night is quiet, and distance deepens the silence. The sky of other times, the sky changes with ages. Constellations drift, stars die, new stars are born. What we see is temporary. Ancient eyes saw a different sky. Future eyes will too. The heavens, like continents, are not fixed. They move, but so slowly we forget. The night is quiet and even. Stars drift in time. The comfort of the infinite to stand beneath the night is to feel small, yet held. The stars are endless, but steady. Their quiet repetition is a comfort. We belong beneath them, as much as forests, as much as seas. The night is quiet, and the infinite feels like home. The bridge to Earth's embrace above, the dome of stars. Beneath, the drifting continents, the cycling seasons, the breathing forest, the flowing rivers. All are bound together, all part of Earth's gentle care. And as the sky stretches infinite, we return to the planet itself, to the ground that carries us, to the world that holds us through every night. The night is quiet, and Earth prepares. Its embrace, asterisk, the story of skies and seas, of drifting continents and shifting seasons, returns now to where it began, to the ground beneath, to the air around, to the planet that carries it all. Earth is not just a surface. It is a whole, alive with cycles, a companion in silence. The night is quiet, okay, and Earth holds us gently. The living core beneath our feet lies fire. Okay. Molten rock stirs, heat left from Earth's birth and fueled by radioactive decay. Okay. It flows, it rises, it drives the drift of continents, the trembling of earthquakes, the breath of volcanoes. This hidden heart keeps the planet alive. It is invisible, yet its warmth reaches us, shaping mountains, building islands, feeding soil. The night is quiet, and even fire rests within Earth's care. The shield around Usab of the core, a field of magnetism, rises. It shields Earth from solar wind, from cosmic storms. Invisible lines stretch outward, a cloak around the planet. Without it, our atmosphere would strip away. Oceans would vanish. With it, life continues. Birds feel this field, migrations guided by its quiet pull. Whales, butterflies, tiny bacteria lean on its compass. The night is quiet, and Earth's shield hums, unseen. The breath of air Ruth breathes, not only through forests and seas, but through its very atmosphere. A mix of nitrogen, oxygen, argon thin, yet essential. It wraps the planet, soft as a blanket. It scatters sunlight into blue, carries clouds, shapes weather. It is the medium of every word spoken, every sigh, every song of bird and breeze. The night is quiet, and air lingers like a lullaby. The patience of water cycles endlessly. It falls as rain, gathers in rivers, flows to seas, rises as vapor, returns as cloud. It moves, slowly, patiently, but without end. Every drop has lived many lives, as ice, as ocean, as tear, as dew. Each time it carries memory of the planet. The night is quiet, and water waits to fall again. The blanket of soil beneath our steps. Soil cradles roots, nourishes fields. It is built grain by grain, from rock broken, from life decayed. It holds memory of forest, fossils of seas, echoes of fire. Without it, plants would fade, food would vanish. With it, life continues. The night is quiet, and soil rests. Fertile and still, the balance of cycles. Earth is a web of cycles. Carbon breathed by trees, oxygen returned. Water evaporated, condensed, released. Nitrogen fixed by storms, shared by roots. Each cycle is endless, feeding the next. Each life depends on another. It is balanced, delicate, yet strong, older than any age of humankind. The night is quiet, carved, and cycles repeat softly. The cradle of life for billions of years. Earth has sheltered life. From oceans where it began, to forests, to plains, to cities. Species come and go, yet life persists. No other world we know has this patience. Mars is barren, Venus shrouded in heat. But Earth endures, alive, gentle. The night is quiet, and life leans on its cradle. The memory of time stones remember. Mountains rise, then erode. Continents join, then drift apart. Ice covers, then melts. Each era leaves record in layers, in fossils, in scars across rock. Earth is an archive, holding time within its weight. The night is quiet, and memory lies beneath us. The comfort of presence too live on Earth is to be held. Gravity steadies our steps, air fills our lungs, water quenches thirst. Each moment is supported, each breath gifted. We belong, not apart, but within. The planet is not background, but companion. It carries us, always. The night is quiet, and presence surrounds us. The fragility we forget, though vast Earth is fragile. Its air is thin, its oceans delicate, its balance narrow. Changes ripple outward, forest loss, climate shift, species fading, yet resilience hums beneath. Forests regrow, seas renew, life adapts. Earth bends, but strives to endure. The night is quiet, and resilience waits within silence. The beauty of cycles, the circle of seasons, the rhythm of tides, the drift of continents, a dance of skies, all are part of one great whole. Earth holds them together, patient, endless. It is not chaos, but choreography. A dance measured not in beats, but in ages. The night is quiet, and the dance repeats without haste. The holding of night now, as we rest, earth carries us still. Our homes, our cities, our forests, our seas, all rest on this raft of stone and stend. Water, spinning through space. It does not falter. It does not tire. Its holding is constant, its embrace unbroken. The night is quiet, and earth rocks us in silence. The bridge beyond, from the planet's embrace, we look outward again. Continents drift, seasons turn, skies spread infinite. Earth remains our anchor. Even when stars shift, when galaxies drift, we remain within this gentle sphere. The night is quiet, and earth whispers to the cosmos,